Texture Art Secrets. This video is refreshing of the creating of the texture. There are many ways to create texture. The possibilities are endless. Here are some ideas to get you started. Mixed media collage. You can create a mixed media collage by combining of the various materials such as fabrics, papers, paint, and found objects to create a textured piece of art. Use a variety of textures such as smooth, rough, shiny, and matte to add depth and interest to your piece. Impasto painting. Impasto is a technique where paint is applied thickly to the canvas, creating texture as well as depth. You can use a palette knife to apply the paint in thick, layered strokes, creating a three-dimensional effect. Embroidery on fabric. Embroidery is a great way to add texture to fabric-based art. You can use a variety of stitches to create the different texture, such as French knots, chain stitches, and satin stitches. You can also incorporate other materials such as beads, sequins, ribbons to add more texture and interest. Sculpture. Sculpture is a three-dimensional art form that lends itself naturally to creating texture. You can use a variety of materials such as clay, wood, metal, or paper match to create a textured sculpture. Printmaking. The printmaking techniques such as relief printing, screen printing, and intaglio printing, these can create interesting textures in the final piece. You can experiment with different inks, papers, and printing techniques to create unique textures of your own. Texture rubbing. The texture rubbing is a simple and fun way to create the texture in your art. Use a texture surface such as tree bark or leaves or fabrics and a soft graphite pencil to create rubbings on your paper or on your canvas. The texture will transfer onto your paper, creating an interesting and unique background for your art. Mixed Media Collage. Cityscape by Mark Bradford. I collected some of his masterpieces from internet and I tried to put in the runway AI and create the very beautiful images of his paintings here. Impasto painting, Starry Night by Vincent van Gogh. I also make this interesting image from Runway AI technique, and these are his very famous paintings. Next, embroidery on fabric, Wildflower by Mariko. You will see the very beautiful embroidery works on the cloth. Another one is the sculpture. It is Balloon Dog by Jeff Koons. Printmaking, The Great Wave of Kanagawa by Katsushika Hokusai. Texture rubbing, Leaf Impressions by Nature Print Paper. These are just a few examples, but there are many other ways to create texture art using various techniques and materials. Just be bold and be creative. Thank you for watching. See you in the next sharing.